Mr. Speaker, today I am pleased to lay before this honorable House the Water Resources Discharge Reporting, Abatement and Remediation Regulations 2025, made pursuant to the Water Resources Amendment Act 2024. Mr. Speaker, this government remains deeply committed to protecting Bermuda's environment, not as a slogan, but as a responsibility that affects the daily lives of Bermudians. Clean water is essential to our homes, our economy, our tourism industry, and the health of our communities. It is part of who we are, and it is our duty to protect it for future generations. Mr. Speaker, these regulations address spills of fuel, oil, and hazardous chemicals that can seep into the ground and potentially spread and contaminate our groundwater, ponds, marshes, and ultimately our surrounding seas. This is not abstract. It is the same water many families rely on during dry periods and the same ocean where our livelihoods, recreation, and traditions depend. To protect these vital resources, the regulations will require that any spill over 1 gallon or more onto unsealed ground be reported to the Pollution Control Section of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources within 24 hours or the next business day. Mr. Speaker, the regulations also formalize the reporting of the 650 underground and above ground fuel storage tanks across Bermuda through a pollution liability register managed by the department. This register will allow the government to monitor these tanks, identify risks early, and prevent leaks before they become serious environmental or financial problems. Mr. Speaker, these regulations also establish clear standards for cleaning up contaminated soil based on risk and location. Areas used for industry or commercial purposes will have different requirements than residential neighborhoods, where stronger protections are deemed to be necessary. For example, soil contamination near an industrial site may be managed differently than a spill beneath a family home, where children may be playing and groundwater supplies are nearby. This risk-based approach ensures safety without imposing unnecessary burdens. Mr. Speaker, these cleanup standards are built on the long-established risk-based corrective action guidelines that Bermuda has used successfully for decades. Organizations such as SOL, Rubis, Belco, and Skyport have shown that these standards work and can be met. The difference now is that these expectations will apply to everyone. Any business, contractor, or individual who causes a spill will be responsible for cleaning it up. That is the fair and responsible thing to do. Mr. Speaker, to further support this work, the regulations will introduce a self-declaration approval process, which allows environmental monitoring companies and excavation contractors to confirm that they follow the RBCA process for spills larger than 20 gallons. This will streamline remediation efforts while ensuring strong oversight remains in place. Mr. Speaker, failure to report a large spill or knowingly providing false information may result in fines up to $20,000. But let me be clear. The goal of these regulations is not punishment. The goal is protection. Protection for families who depend on groundwater. Protection for homeowners who could face serious costs from contamination. Protection for fishermen and farmers and tourism workers whose livelihoods depend on clean water. Protection for the natural environment that sustains our health, our economy, and our future. Mr. Speaker, by taking responsibility for our environment today, we strengthen the communities we live in now and protect the Bermuda that will follow us. With cooperation, clarity, and shared purpose, we can preserve an island that remains clean, healthy, and sustainable, not only for visitors, but for the people who are proud to call Bermuda home. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.